happy Tuesday. Today I wanted to do a quick little recap from the Maximize Your Living Potential Masterclass that I did last month, which talked about the 3 things that everyone wants out of life. Because ultimately, we all want to be happy, we all want to be healthy, and we all want to live fulfilling lives. And it may seem like we will never be content, or we will always be striving for one of these things in our lives. And I know a lot of people may feel like that they are trying to juggle, trying to get one thing, and it seems like once they obtain one, another one falls through. And once you get one, another one breaks down. And so you may be feeling like you're trying to like juggle 3 things, trying to attain your happiness and your health and the fulfilling life that you want. So if you want more details about all these topics, you can go to thesteveproject.com and check on the replay of the Maximize Your Living Potential Masterclass. But just for today, I'm just going to tackle these topics very quickly because I know a lot of people are struggling, and yeah, I think everybody wants to have these things, and until you understand mentally or psychologically how we can self-sabotage ourselves from allowing these things to flow into our lives, then we will forever be stuck and unhappy. So ultimately, the 3 things that everyone wants out of life is that we want to be happy, we want to be healthy, and we want to live a fulfilling life. And so when we are not happy, we may tend to not care for our health, and we may try to do things that may not be fulfilling but may give us a false sense of happiness. And oftentimes the things that we strive for to make ourselves happy are things that aren't necessarily things that will make us happy. So say like if we one of the topics that I said, like if we see a phone because it's Christmas time, and so these kids are going to be looking for gifts and everything, and so you may not be happy until you get a certain gift for somebody, or until you say, okay, I'm going to get this for somebody. And so you may put a false sense of happiness on certain objects or certain things. And even going on with that, there are certain beliefs that we may be holding on, probably because of things that people told us. Growing up, we may have lived in a lack mentality. We may have self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, and that may make us feel like that until we get a certain lifestyle, or until we have a certain status, or until a certain person approves of us, we will never be happy. But ultimately, all those things come within, and then at the end of the day, happiness is a choice. And so, unless you choose to be happy, you'll never be happy. And sometimes you can allow things to steal your joy and take your happiness away, like being stuck in traffic or getting a bad review at work. You can allow that to take your joy away and allow you to not be happy. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of us aren't happy, is because we put so many things into happiness. We put false sense of happiness in other things that aren't really necessary. And that's one of the things that I do in my coaching, is that I try to help people learn what truly makes them happy. And we go deep and go through all those layers and help them understand what truly makes them happy. And one of the things that we find is that when they're happier, they are able to live a healthier life. And so going on to the second thing that a lot of people want, is that they want to be healthy. Like I see on social media all the time, like there are so many different fat diets, there are so many different eat this, not that, quick weight loss tricks. There's detox teas. There's a lot of different information talking about the same products that's good in some sense and bad in some sense. And so it gets really confusing. And a lot of people just be like, okay, so just give me a pill so I can be healthy. And a lot of people spend a bunch of money on objects and things to try to get themselves healthy, and they may follow doctor's orders even though like internally it's like, I know like this doesn't feel right, but I'm going to do this because somebody else is telling me that this is going to make me healthy, or this is going to let me be healthy, instead of listening to your own self, listening to your body, and knowing what is making you healthy. So that's what keeps a lot of people from being healthy. And if you're not healthy, it's hard to be happy. And if you're not healthy or happy, it's hard to live a fulfilling life, because you will be stuck trying to strive for happiness or your health. And it's kind of hard to feel or to be motivated to follow through with your passions if you aren't happy or healthy. And so a lot of things that keep people from living that fulfilling life is self-doubt, and not really knowing what they really want to do with their life, or not really knowing how to reach their goals. Because, for me, like, nobody in my family knew anything about health coaching. Everybody in my family was like, either be a doctor, a lawyer, or go in military, just do something safe. And I'm not a safe person. I follow my intuition, I follow my heart, and a lot of people fall into that trap of listening to family members, or listening to what everybody says, and they go the safe route, and they see themselves going up the corporate ladder, doing all these things to get the recognition and to get the fulfilling life. But once they reach all these accolades and stuff, they still don't feel fulfilled, and deep down there's something else that they wish that they could be doing. But probably on their journey of trying to get that fulfilling life, their health declines, or something else falls out of whack, and so they feel like that they cannot reach their goals, or their goals are unobtainable because of all these other things. And so a lot of times people will just settle, and I don't settle. If it's not right in my spirit, I don't do it. If it's not right in my heart, I'm not gonna follow through with it, because I do what I want. Okay. And I'm pretty sure everybody is like that. And until you are able to learn how to use your intuition, and this is one of the things that I talked about in my webinar, and what I help with my coaching clients, is that I help them learn how to follow their intuition. And if you don't eat healthy, it's hard to follow your intuition. It's hard to take that internal guidance so you can live the fulfilling life that you are supposed to. And a lot of people will focus on their mind and their body as far as their health, but they leave their spirit behind. And if you're a religious person, it doesn't matter what type of religious person you are, because every religion focuses on your spirit, and it's mind, body, spirit. And a lot of people think like, oh, okay, so I'm reading scriptures, that's me nourishing my spirit. Yes, to a certain extent, but the same way that reading about nutrition is not going to make you healthy, you have to follow through and eat foods. In the same way that understanding the mechanics of exercise is not going to keep you healthy and safe from engaging, you have to follow through and take action. In the same sense, you have to learn how to take action and listen to what your spirit says and listen to the guidance that is being given to you. So until you're able to learn how to listen to your spirit and take action, it'll be hard for you to live that fulfilling life. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. The 3 things that everyone wants out of life and why it's typically hard for people to obtain those things. And if you're interested in learning more about those 3 things and how to work through those blocks that keep us from obtaining those 3 things, you can always go, like I said before, you can always go to thestewproject.com and catch the replay of that Maximize Your Living Potential Masterclass. Or you can, if you want to live a happier, healthier life, then you can always go to thestewproject.com and sign up for my coaching. I will be getting started with my group coaching in December. The second week of December is when we'll be kicking off everything. So if you want to catch on with the group coaching, then let me know and we can get you started. But I hope this helps.